Welcome to November 3rd, day 3. Still on this. Really excited. I'm still in Ottawa. Yeah. So today was super chill. Didn't do anything exciting, did some editing, did some bumming around. Everyone needs a good relaxing day. It's nice. Yeah. It was really cool to edit the stuff from yesterday and rehear what I was saying. I feel like I do want to talk about education more. I think we don't I think a lot of what I talked about yesterday was very university, post secondary esque. But what does it mean? I have no idea what it means to be trans and in high school or middle school or elementary school or fucking kindergarten. And from the conversations that I've had with teachers and administration of those schools, again super focused around bathrooms, super focused around pronouns. And I'm waiting, and I think I'm not the only person waiting for when the conversation is going to move beyond just bathrooms and pronouns and wrapping your, I think, as much as gender is a mind, there's been a lot of time to wrap the collective head around transness to an extent that we can have a conversation larger than peeing, and pronouns. And I know I keep saying this over and over, bathrooms and pronouns and things like that, but I think even moving within spaces that are more progressive or trying to be rad and stuff like that, go around, you talk about pronouns, you talk about, oh, let's have gender neutral washrooms, yes, inclusive, and then it stops there. And I think then it's only if there are trans folks within the organizing or people with trans partners or trans folks that they really care about, do we maybe start to see a little bit being pushed and a little bit of the discussion of what the fact that transness intersects with everything else. And for myself, I've been able to be in a lot of spaces that is being very aware, very critical, with regarding race and racism, and things. That's super rad. And so I've just been able to actually think about transness. And I think for myself, when people look at me, I'm obviously a racialized person. I think dealing with that is 100% of the time. It's not 100% of the time that people know that I'm trans. And that is a safety in itself, that is a privilege in itself, and it's also not at the same time, and it's complicated. But being able to be in spaces where I don't have to think about race in the same way as other spaces has given me a lot more time to think about how race and transness intersects within my own self, especially because it's my own thinking and things. And how do we talk about that? How do we push that boundary, especially when we're organizing, when we're talking about school and talking about access, talking about inclusivity? What needs to be changed? And realizing that curriculum and teaching methods and expectations, even how we measure success, is not the most accessible for myself. Yes, I can thrive within the current education system, and I'm very blessed in that way. However, to be able to do that, I also have to ignore my mental health more often than not. I have to ignore the way the content or the perspective of the content that's being discussed, how that impacts me, how that erases not just one, but multiple identities that I hold, that continues to require me to be silent in that way. Yeah. That's where my head is. Just thinking deeper about things and thinking about intersections, really. So So yeah, that's the third day of this project. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. Thank you so much. And please, if you feel so inclined, subscribe. Yeah. Stay safe. Stay beautiful. Bye.